everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how I did these nude shattered glass mosaic nails. I started off with 3 or 4 coats of like a nudie pink colour on all of my nails. The amount of coats you're going to need is going to depend on which polish you're using. I used all blue sky in this design, but I'll leave the links for those below. You can use whatever you want. Once I've got those 3 coats on, I'm going in with a shimmery white pigment on the tips of all of my nails except for my ring finger. Just kind of placing it where you would put the white of like a French manicure. And I'm taking a dry brush and just blending that pigment up the nail so it's like a baby boomer style. Then I'm putting a thin coat of top coat onto the ring finger. And now taking some cellophane that I have pre-cut and just putting it all over the nail. There's not really any specific way to do this, but you kind of want to evenly space them out and just, it's like a jigsaw except the pieces aren't made to fit together. Once you are happy with the placement of all of those pieces, just go ahead and do a full cure of the whole hand in your lamp. Now it's time to top coat all the nails. I want to keep this a fairly thin top coat because there are going to be a couple of coats by the end of the design. Make sure you clean up anything that gets on the skin. Now I'm going in with a second coat of the pigment just to make the colour intensity better. And again, blending that up the nail. Then with a really fine brush and some white gel polish, I'm basically going in and outlining the pieces of cellophane. Now, it's up to you whether you fill in all of the empty spaces with the white. I chose to just do a fine line around the shapes, but not going and filling in all of the empty space, if I'm making any sense at all. There are some open gaps in there that you might be able to see. Some of them I go right to the edges of the cellophane shapes, and some of them I don't. It's personal preference. I will say though, you will want to flash cure this in sections as you go, otherwise your lines will run and it'll just become a huge mess. I feel like putting these lines in makes it look like sort of the grout, I guess, in like a mosaic design, or it almost looks as though it's a white nail with cellophane pieces on top, but the cellophane wouldn't have the contrast in colour if you put it straight onto a white base. Once you have outlined all of your shapes, you are going to do a full cure before moving on to the next step. Alright, so once that's cured, I'm going in and outlining the nail. You might want to use a little bit of a thicker brush for this. I didn't, but you might want to, and I actually ended up flooding the cuticle because I had too much polish on my brush, but that's fine as long as you clean it up before you put it into the light. You don't have to outline the nail, I just felt like it gave it a more finished look. Once you have outlined the nail, clean up anything that you got on the skin and then do a full cure in the light. Lost my words there for a second. Once that's cured, time for top coat on all of the nails. Now I did 2 coats of top coat on the mosaic nail and only 1 on the pigment gradient nails, the other nails. But I would suggest that you do 2 coats on all nails, because I have been wearing this design for a little over a week now, and you can definitely feel some of that pigment coming through just where the polish has worn away. So here's the finished design with no flash, and here they are with flash. I hope you enjoyed this video and learnt something useful. I will see you in my next one.